And I've unmuted us both, I hope. So if anyone who's in the chat can actually let us know that they can hear both of us. Good morning, Leanne. How are you?
Good morning, Ros. How are you?
I
You're
can't
very
hear
clever.
you. What's happening? Oh, good. Well,
Can you hear me
I
now?
am willing to try new things, as you know. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Love it.
It's interesting, but I need to know from someone in the chat whether they can hear us both, because I know I've unmuted both of us, but because I used that little video as the lead in for the countdown, I'm not sure what that does after it. So, hi, Dana. How are you? Now, just wanting to know if someone
Morning,
can
hon.
please let us know that they can actually hear us before I go chatting on too much longer. And I haven't got any responses yet. Hey, ladies. Yeah, great.
Yep,
Bianca's saying yes.
beautiful.
So that's good. Thank you. So we are cross-posted to other pages. I'm pretty
Lovely.
sure.
I didn't check.
I'm not 100% sure, nor did I. If we are, if you're not seeing this on mytimetv.live, which is what is scrolling, to make sure, go to the mytimetv.live, and then I can see your comments so that they can be put up like this, and that is a random. So is your puppy around? Oh, yeah, definitely.
I felt that too, honey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, it is. It's actually horrible when you lose your fur babies. It is. But yes, I do feel that. Now, this morning, we haven't discussed anything at all about what we're going to chat about, since it's called Tuesday's Intuitive Chat.
That's it.
But one of the things I did think of as I was contemplating my last night this morning, because I got up at the witching hour of around 3 o'clock and didn't get back to sleep. So I got up at 3:30 and have been up since. Now I've forgotten exactly what I was thinking about.
It was an hour.
Gee, and I've taken how many hairs now? Think about it, 6.5.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, God.
How you do
it? Isn't it funny how the brain works out something that you're going to say, and then all of a sudden it's gone?
Yes. Yeah. Happens all the time.
Yeah, can.
Isn't that that Dory moment?
And we've got a can hear us from Adair and from Meg. Thank you so much for answering and responding, and can see. Great to see both of us. It is, isn't it? Tuesday again. I love Tuesday.
Oh, like a Jazz comment. Yeah, I look forward to Tuesdays with your shows and the things doing this. So I love that. Adair says you both look rugged up there. Adair, I have a blanket over my lap. Around my toes.
I'm not that rugged up, but I'm down at the coast, which is a little bit warmer probably than the hills, because I'm not as close to the clouds. Yeah. Hello from Louise. Look, I need to turn up my volume too, because I can hardly hear you. Look, it's and in that time I was trying to think, what was it that I was going to talk about?
What?
I don't know. Well, yes and no in a way. I mean, part of what I was going to talk about, that's not going away automatically. I'm sorry. I'm a bit used to, I've been playing with other things, right, with my eCam, which with the daily ones, there was 2 in a row that I've done. I still haven't figured out one part of it, because I've been trying to do it with eCam and Restream, which means multi-streaming, right? So I can do it to, it was supposed to go to YouTube, it didn't. So there's a setting there I haven't done. So it goes to Periscope, Twitch, Facebook, and it's supposed to be YouTube. And there's probably another one. No, anyway, there's 4 that I've got it set up for, and it didn't work with the YouTube. But it's still got lots of potential to keep on with it at some point. But I decided this morning, no, I'll do it with the BeLive, because I know it. It works well. It's a great platform.
Yeah. We like potential.
Yeah.
We like playing.
It's really good, and because I do like playing. And we've got Meg here as well. Oh, thank you, Adair. She's shared it to her story.
Oh, thank you. I've seen that lovely picture of the sunshine on your story this morning.
What's the sunshine? Oh, Adair.
I ride back on the ferry going home this morning and the sunshine off the water.
Oh, right. See, I haven't been playing much with Facebook yet. I did sort of get distracted with some other things, and this was where I was going to chat, new things that we'd try playing around with. Try playing around with. I do play around with them. No try, I do it. With that. But it came about because I was part of a Zoom that was light language readings and that type of thing last night. The beautiful Trish Blythe does a fantastic offer in that realm of readings and the light language meditation, that sort of thing. And it was really good. And the message that I got last night, wow. But it was really clean slate, go to what my passion is. So I suppose this morning it was, what actually is it? I still don't know. Like, really, I do have a hint, but it's how do you discover it? How do you really find it? And really, is that the right label for it to call it your passion? And it's a funny thing because yesterday I got out. Now, if you can see that, my keyboard?
The keyboard, yes.
Yeah, keyboard. I gave my piano to my youngest daughter when I moved, right? Because I thought I didn't really want to lug that to here again and then to a smaller place again if that's what needed to be done and blah, blah, blah. And I knew I had that. For some unknown reason, I had the urge to just get it out yesterday. I remembered where it was. I remembered how to plug the thing in. I realised, I think I know what I'm meant to do, what program it's meant to open with, which I hadn't used it for a long time, you see, and hadn't even thought about it until it was just out of the blue yesterday. I thought, no, I'm just going to get this. Something was prompting me. Well, we know what that is, who that is. So it was really interesting that the synchronicity, that the message came through loud and clear last night as far as, yes, needing to follow up on some things. Clear slate, blah, blah. And I realised as I found the little guidebook that goes with that keyboard that it only works on a Mac anyway. So the PC that I used to have, I've got a new Mac. It's as old as, but it still works with this current version of the Mac.
Oh, wow.
Wow, good. I'm going to have some fun. You're not going to see it today? No. I'm not willing to try that
yet. She wants to practice a bit first.
Oh, yes. I'll see what it does. You might see some results sometime soon, but you might not too. And I thought, wow, the synchronicities of when timing comes in for the messages we do get. So, wow, what sort of stuff have you had that dead set for sure that, this is for me and I better pull my socks up, kick your own ass and all the rest of it? Oops.
Right? If it's not me kicking my ass, it's them kicking my ass. It happens quite a bit. I'm always getting the push. Just recently I've had that push, and it's just the point that I know I've got to change things. I get frustrated within myself, sort of thing. I know that they want, there is more sort of thing. So for me, I sort of get restless. They put the signs in front of me. Certain things keep popping up constantly, signs from spirit, music, feathers, different things. And they continue on until they get my attention. If I'm very good at not listening for myself. I'm very good at listening for others. But I always sort of forget about myself. And that's one thing this year that they've certainly pushed is I've got to focus on me now. So, so it's really interesting. And it's funny because this morning, getting ready for the show, I sort of made my breakfast and whatnot. And I'm thinking, what are we going to talk about today? And passion was one of them. What serves the purpose? What is your passion in life? I love it.
I think, and we hadn't talked about it at all.
No,
that is fun. Yeah, that is fun.
Yeah.
So it is one thing. Now, do you like calling it your passion, or Is it your life purpose, or how do you think it should actually be best seen as, for us to understand what actually is it? How do we know it is that we're needing to move into and stuff?
Well, to me, I think your life purpose and your passion could be very similar, sort of thing, in that sense that they are the same thing. Our passions will change time to time as we grow. So it's really important to keep that in mind. And I keep thinking I'm on the right, start again, don't even get that out, the right pathway, and that's my frustration. The right pathway, then all of a sudden they'll throw something in at me. Like at the moment, I've got an appointment tomorrow to go over my website and change that up because the whole look is going to change, type of thing. So it's funny when we think we've got to where we need to be, that we are in that moment, but it can change at the drop of a hat. So, and it's looking for the signs, well, taking notice of the signs, not necessarily looking for them, taking note of those signs and following those directions that we are led in. Look at what gets put in front of you, sort of constantly with that side of it. For me, scrapbooking was a big thing for a very long time. And then this side of stuff really sort of took over that time of scrapbooking in that way. So, and I'm passionate about my family and all sorts. There's a lot of different things, but I'm lucky I can do a lot of things in what I do in my everyday stuff. So
yeah. I'm just trying to catch a comment if it was Adair's, as far as my dad flew past while I was filming it in slow-mo. That was the sunrise or whatever.
Oh, I love it.
You commented about that. I think that's when that was, and I'm sort of thinking, I just thought, was that what she got as an indication this is her passion or what?
Yeah, she's right. I would take that, right, you're right where you need to be, honey. Sort of thing, doing what you're meant to be doing. But I love the way that spirit is so physical lately. I was doing a reading for a lady 2 weeks ago, and I actually got to go back and cut that clip a bit because it was a Zoom reading, and we caught it on, must have been a couple of weeks ago now, caught it on the recording where I heard a voice that wasn't mine, and my client heard a voice, and I'm going to say, it's probably not the right word to say on Facebook, but literally spirit said, piss off. And when we play it back, you can actually hear that. It wasn't as clear on the recording as what it was to her and I, but I'm pretty sure I can clip that audio clip and share it.
Oh, I should be able to.
Yeah, so it's just taking the time to do that.
Yeah, that's good. I'm trying to keep up, see where the comments are. There's not a huge amount here yet, so I was just wondering if there was any issue with the comments coming into the back stream or not today. Have we had problems with it recently or not? I haven't
been on it since I was with you last Tuesday. I took a break on Wednesday.
Yeah, you did. Wasn't it your birthday?
No, that was Saturday's birthday. Oh. Do you know what?
Track the
time. they all bleed into each other on the birthdays, but and it was funny because Wednesday I'd had a really hectic day.
Yeah,
and I just felt mentally and physically exhausted. So without feeling guilty this time, because usually I'd go, oh no, I've got to go live, I've got to push myself, I just thought, no, I need me time. And I just cancelled the show for last week. And it was actually quite nice just to sit there with my feet up. I think I dozed in the chair for a little while, watched some TV with my family. Didn't have to rush to have tea, type of thing. So it was quite nice in that sense. So as much as I miss doing it, I was determined not to feel guilty by not doing it.
Yeah.
No.
And I think that's a really good thing because it's part of doing our caring for self and nurturing self. And I suppose for me, because my time is as flexible as you could probably get it, and especially being up at 3:30 this morning, and now it's 7-8 hours shortly, and at lunchtime I'll go down. I'll probably have a nap after lunch. It's one of those things. I don't feel guilty about doing anything in my own timeline at all anymore because I have that. Well, it's not a luxury; it's just the way I plan things, and I can do that.
Yeah.
And as much as people can, we don't, it's one of those things, don't feel guilty about taking that rest that you need.
Yeah.
Because putting energy into even just social life,
thank you.
It can be very tiring, like you said, and you're doing work stuff. My workload's a little different, the way that I do it, and it still takes energy. Living takes energy.
It does.
Yeah, and I forgot to mute my phone. Hang on, I'm just doing that now because something just popped up.
I haven't done mine either. Thanks for the reminder.
In case I'm not expecting it to ring, but it's just better to have done it first, which I didn't.
Yeah. Well, mine's been ringing all.
Oh, look. And just wanting to let the people know, get on with letting others know that we're live and ask you questions and stuff. So do that, sharing around and stuff. And we'll start actually doing some readings earlier this time so that we're not sort of leaving it that none of our shows have readings, because I like doing them. Even though, and this is the other part from a result of this reading, the session last night, was, clean slate, do what's your passion and not necessarily shuffling the cards, was the side comment. And I thought, actually, I do enjoy doing this. I'm still going to do it. But it might not end up being the main thing I do. I don't know yet, So we need to discover and explore what really is within ourselves that guides us to what are we meant to be doing? What is our life path? What is our passion, if you want to call it that? And cards are a great way of having some clarity. They are a tool, like a pendulum is, like any of the other tools, like just the messages that you get from chatting with those that are on the other side and the rest. I do it occasionally. But use what you're comfortable with. So we're going to go into doing some. Are you ready to do that? Do you want to have your cards out that you want, or are you just going to do the readings?
I think I'm going to just do readings today.
Right. Now, the first one is a card, so I'm going to take the first one. And that's, look at that. Now, you can't see it yet. Hang on.
I'm waiting to put my breakfast in my mouth.
I'm following this. Now I've got to put the video on. There we go. So for Jojo, look at this.
I love it.
The dog came out just as the dogs were barking. And I'm going to do this just a slightly different way, but it's going to show you first. How do I do that without showing you? No, I won't do that.
And so I've taken the cup away from my mouth.
It's take the silo off, and then what I do is go like that, stop your video, then I can do this, and then I'm in the middle at the bottom. No, I'm at the bottom on the thing. So let's see if I get the buttons pressed right today. The dog, it is about loyalty, and it's that close relationship that you get when you're actually on that more intimate level of understanding of the other. So whoever you've got, I wouldn't say a bad issue around anything, but it just feels to me like there's going to be a further closeness of coming together in understanding with somebody that means a lot to you, Jojo. So that's what I'm going to answer with that one. And then I think I go like that and that. And then we've got Leanne back.
Love it.
The next one, perfect for you.
Past one, it's his 1 year anniversary on the 29th of this month. Okay. Cool. All right. I feel very out of whack reading that comment. I just, all of a sudden, I just felt like I was out of balance, like I've had impact to the side of my body side of things. So whether that's more around how he died with that side of it, I do get the reference to that year has gone really fast, honey. So to me, I feel like it's still like yesterday. I also get the reference to, look, the way that you're grieving as well with that. I feel that he touches the side of your face. So whether at times you get that gentle touch to the side, he just makes reference to touching the side of your face with that. There is also the reference to the music. So look at the music that keeps catching your attention or the music you keep playing, because I feel he is very much connected around that music at the same time. I keep seeing a chain, so I'm not sure what the importance is with the chain. And it's funny because, like, this morning I got up early. I'm doing a forensic mediumship psychic. I've lost for words with his energy as well. A forensic psychic workshop or course, and we break the evidence down and look at one word. So all of a sudden, it's like instead of giving me the flow like spirit normally would, he's just giving me the one bits and pieces. So, honey, is there a question around the way he died? Or, and you can maybe let me know in the chat, was it like a crime scene or investigated in the way that he died? All right, because he's just, the way he's giving me the information is very much in the way that we are training in the missing people murder cases and stuff like that, the cold cases. So I'd be really interested to know that. But I get there's a lot of love there, okay? I just love the way spirit changes things up. I feel there's a lot of questions around his passing too.
Yeah. Yep. Just trying to find the next one. I can't remember who that was. We had Natalia to keep a track of.
Yeah, I think it was.
I've just gone back up to the top like I usually do. So,
yep.
Good morning, lovely ladies. How are you both today? So it is shared. Oh, from Melbourne. Great place.
Lovely.
My daughter did live there at one point for a short time. Can I please have some insight on my love life? Well, I want someone that will have a necessarily happy relationship. Do you want to answer that one? And I'll just get a card while you're answering it.
Okay. I feel like there's lack of communication and lack of opening yourself up. So I feel that you're protecting yourself a little bit around relationship in that side of it. So whether that comes from the past in pain and hurt sort of thing, I just get the reference to have a relationship, honey, you really need to open yourself up. I do get the feeling that you will meet somebody and have a successful, happy relationship, but now is the time to do the work on you, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if this person has already put themselves in front of you already, okay? So take this time, I want to say clear the baggage. And now that sounds a little bit sort of harsh, but that's just the way spirit is putting it. And I get baggage is there from the past, all right? So, yes, I do see a happy, healthy relationship coming. No, I would say yes this year. All right. So whether it's just at the end of this year or very early next year, I do feel like I'm probably more into having this person brought back into your life pretty much. And now I want to say, it is somebody new in your life, but you've already crossed paths. So it's not somebody that you know well, all right? But, yeah, near the end of this year, I'm very much drawn to the focus being on that. Okay.
Yes, and I'm feeling with the card that's here as well, being the labyrinth, that it is actually, you have felt that lost pathway in, it seems like it's been forever to try and find the right mate, the right partnership. But, you just, it really is looking above what is the dross, I suppose, of what's around you. It's probably a very old-fashioned word, that, but it's see the goal that's at the end and know that it's there, like the lady that's in this gazebo in the middle of the maze. It does take some time to actually work your way through what is around and surrounding, but you will get there. So that's what I'm getting from that one. So
yeah.
That's better.
Beautiful. I just noticed, Natalia, I just noticed Natalia answered me there and said, thank you very so much. Yes, it was a car crash. Now, honey, has that was obviously investigated. Oh, God, that frustrates me. Sorry.
There. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, found it.
10:52. Can I ask, hon, do you not have all the answers? Okay? Because I've just got to say, as I'm getting it, I feel there's more there. The way that he is showing me the evidence is got me really questioning it, because it's very different to the way I get my information. But like I said, I've just come off of a 6:30 a.m. Lesson this morning on forensics, the sort of side of it, this side of working forensics. So I don't know if it's just that I haven't detached myself from that energy properly, or is there more that is needed to know around the car crash? So do you have closure is probably my best question to you guys. All right, that's what I want to. I don't want to open up a can of worms or anything like that. I just want to know, do you have all the answers? And the closure is probably, I'm just trying to work out why I'm getting the information the way I am. Like I said, it's very different to what I get. So,
yeah. While you're on it, since you said the forensics word and whatnot, you know, there's obviously a bit of difference in the how it's received as the messages and the rest. So for people that have absolutely no idea, what is the difference? What is forensic psychic mediumship?
So working like forensic psychic mediumship is more so they get involved with the cold cases, the murders, the missing people, the abductions and all that side of it. Obviously, it's oh God, I can't get my words out today. I'm studying with Lisa Williams, and she is based in America. The American police force and stuff obviously are more open to this than what Australia is at this stage. But it's kind of like from the psychic and the mediumship point of view, we don't actually connect as we would with a normal reading. It's more about evidential facts. So, you know, they might give us, like all of a sudden there was importance when I was touching with Natasha's loved one of the chain, the impact, sort of the way he passed. So it's like you might just see one word or you might get 4 or 5 things. It's not a story. It's just a point type of thing. So it does work very differently in that sense. Like, you know, as soon as you start rambling on about, oh, yeah, spirit showing me this or that, Lisa shuts this down. They need hard facts. They, you know, to what actually happened, not go off on stuff that they can't prove. So it's really pushing boundaries in a different way. Loving it, must say that. But yeah, it's interesting.
It's just waiting for my unmute to happen. It sounds amazing, and I had to mute because the dogs are going bunter because out the door across at the neighbours, you know, across the road type thing, there's 2 cars pulled up, people coming out, and the dogs go nuts.
Yeah. Good guard dogs.
I had to mute. It really does sound fascinating. So I thought it good idea to explain that. And you can still hear the dogs going, so but I still want to be heard, so I can't breathe. So what was I going on to next was Dana. She's safe and on the right path. For me, I got a straight away keep thinking the positive. As soon as you start to doubt, you're going to start the wobblies, and it's your own fault. Did I say it like that? It did seem like that. You've got to put the positives there, otherwise you are creating what you are thinking of.
Yeah. And just I know Dana because she's been a client of mine for a while now, and it's trusting yourself, honey. It is when, like Ros said, when those doubts come in, you know you need to stop that pattern, okay, sort of thing, because it is a common thing for you. So. Yes, you are on the right pathway. Take a deep breath, ground yourself, honey, and you will get that clearer vision.
Yeah,
gorgeous from Canada.
Yeah. And Zara is saying, would love to know when I will pass my exams. When are you going to finish the study?
Which exams? My feeling isn't there isn't just one exam. My feeling is there's multiple. So to me, I feel like when you finish this study, you're going to go into more study. Okay. I do feel like I've got around October, there's an exam. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't got a date, but I will just put the card up and I better put the video on the card camera. The well, and it's not a wishing well, but I do get that phrase, be careful what you wish for. So follow the studies that you know are going to be productive and not what's going to be just because you like studying sort of thing. So that's what I was getting with this card. So now I've got to do that. bring us back on because I've got that on solo. Yep, I'm getting it. There's too many buttons. There isn't. So did we have one from Natalia? Yes, we did.
Yeah, I connected with her often.
I'm not going to go through all of the comments that are hellos because otherwise we get not much of the questions done. But just a reminder too for those that might be on the other cross-posted pages, if I did do that right, remember to be on the mytimetv.live, and I did stop the little scrolly do because it was taking root. So you'll see it there in the video. Move over to the mytimetv.live and you will see that we are live because it shows up that way. Okay. And also, if you type in the number 8, that will take you, it will trigger the message bot thingy for, and now I've forgotten what that's for.
To get information on our online expo on the 7th of July. June.
Lifestyle Psychic Wellness Expo, right?
Yes.
So lifestyle, LPWE. I've had to try and memorise it. It's 7th of June, Sunday. And it starts at 10 and finishes at 4.
That's right.
Looking forward to that. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, me
too. That's what that one was for. I popped that up just so it would. And the dogs, there's some very active movement out there. So here you go. One for you, or did we do one for Sarah?
Hi, Sarah. I get a grandmother figure around you, honey. So I do feel like I want to acknowledge Mum's side of the family with that. Okay. I got a hand on her heart, which is my sign for love and pride. She makes me feel like there's baby news in the family, either coming or about to be announced. So either you know the baby news coming or somebody's about to announce they are pregnant in that way. All right. I just get lots of love from the other side. Very gentle, beautiful soul is the reference I get with that. Okay.
I was just muting because I'm in the background here. I didn't do me video. Oh, gosh. As Leanne was saying about pregnancy, I thought, gee, it'd be funny if it was twins being two dots. I'll bring it back up.
What was that last card? Be careful what you wish for.
It was the well. I'm just feeling like it really is roll with the flow. When you roll the dice, you don't know what to expect. Just roll with the flow, and we accept what the answer is. So that's what I was getting from that. So it's only very quickly. Sorry about that. Yes, the doggies. Now I've forgotten that was Sarah's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, Leanne, got some news this morning. Do you think everything will go smoothly?
Yes, I do. I read that one before and I got yes to that, honey.
Yeah, well, I'm getting a yes. So, and I'll just move on to the next one. That's Carly, that she'd like a card. So I'll just grab one that's here out of the pile. Yeah. Ooh, yep. I'll do a solo on this one. What do you get from it, Leanne? Because I've got to put the video on.
Something's unwinding is what I got to that. So what is it, hun, that you've been wanting for a very long time and things just haven't fallen into place? I get that energy is now letting go, so that stuff that you've been working on in the past is coming more to the forefront with that. Okay?
Yeah. What I'm getting from that card is there does need to be a sweep out of what you're leaving behind. Don't just leave it to sit there and stagnate, but to actually clean it away as well. So that's what I've got from that. And
I think that's important for everybody to do is, get rid of the clutter, the stuff from behind, whether it's energetically or it's the physical stuff, so we can move forward.
Yeah. Oops. This is hard to do. So Zara was saying your late pop was in her dream last night. I know we've done a message for her already. So what's he trying to tell her? Actually, did you have a discussion with him while you were dreaming? And that might be it.
So sometimes they don't necessarily always have an answer. It's more just about letting you know that they are there. So if you feel that you didn't come away from that dream knowing what he's wanting to tell you, it could be just the presence to let you know that he is there. Just that connection. Has he been on your mind lately?
and just checking in.
Yeah. It doesn't always have to be a message. No.
And Hayley is saying good morning as well. Do we have any messages from her uncle?
Okay, now was his heart and lungs affected, honey? Because straight away when I, Isabel said that, I was taking to the lung area and breathing. So I also feel like I've got a cancer reference there as well. So if it's not your uncle, I feel like I've got another male energy around you in that side of it. Okay, I do feel that he passed quite suddenly here, one moment gone the next. So to me, I'm going to say health issues, cancer, but moved very quickly or deteriorated very quickly in that way. I keep seeing the number 7 around you too, so that I'm either with the 7th of the month or July is important to you. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be around his passing. I just need to acknowledge those dates as well with that. I get a lot of love and a lot of pride. There's still a lot of sadness around his passing. He knows how much he's missed at the same time, okay? So I get it's really important to allow yourself the time to grieve, okay? They're putting the study books in front of you, honey, so look at the study too, okay?
And did that come up? Yes, it did. I'm just going to go solo and then I'll unsolo it and we're both there. The child card just popped in. So what I'm seeing more than anything out of that one is what is the possibilities there. I think there's also that message, allow yourself to see what is possible and not keep that, closed. Oh, here's me doing hand gestures. Into yourself, but explore. That's what I'm getting with that. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Now, where did I get to? That was Hayley, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Jamie's actually asking, what do I need to know right now?
I actually feel like it's about trusting within yourself, Jamie, okay? Look at the bigger picture. Don't look at just what's in front of you, because I actually feel like you've been in the moment. It's more about planning now for the future and what you're moving towards. It's now time to put one foot in front of the other is the reference I get with that. So it's time, and it's funny because I'm doing this with my hands. It's time to move forward. Spirit is really pushing that, okay? You've got a lot of big ideas. You've got a very big heart. You've got to put that stuff into motion, okay? And the best there, honey.
And that's where I saw the vision of, and it does come out when I hear that phrase, taking the leap of faith. It is that Indiana Jones section of a movie that was stepping out into a nothing, but it was actually a bridge that was hidden there. It's stepping out in faith and knowing you can do it.
Yeah.
So, did we do one for Louise?
No, she said hello.
Yeah. So I think wondering if she'll find love again.
Yes.
I'm getting a definite yes with that one.
Yes.
Allow the flow to I'm just feeling like it needs to have a softening and a loosening up, being open. It's almost like the flower blossoming is what I'm visioning with.
And your son just said, Mum, you're worthy of love. You've just got to believe in it. Okay? So open your heart up. Allow it to happen.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too far away either. I feel a bit cheeky with that in that reference because I kind of want to do the eyebrows. I love a spirit.
Yeah, there's funny ways they give it to us, isn't there?
That's it.
Okay. Good morning, ladies. Hope you're both well. Well, we've already said that. So, sale sign going up today and inside, especially if my late parents are helping from other side years.
Yes. See yourselves disconnect the energy from the house. Give it permission to make new memories with another beautiful family. And my feeling is it'll move quite quickly. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt very much the same when I sold on what I had at Menengi that was mum and dad's as well. It really felt like the same type of energy involved with that. So good luck. It will sell quickly because it surprised me.
Yeah, that was quick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
So hi, things are starting to improve. Thank you for your advice. So thank you. Now that's something too. As I see that word advice, I know. Here's a disclaimer. because what we're giving is only guidance. It is ultimately up to everybody as an individual to make their own decisions, but make it something that you've actually done the searching and the inquiring and the analysis and what you feel is best for you, not entirely relying on somebody else's advice, because that takes it away from you taking responsibility for your own actions, and it really is downgrading what is the energy around what you're about to decide. So I just had to add that there, okay?
Well said.
And that came from Spirit, because I didn't, some of that stuff does come from.
We open our mouths and it flows out.
It does, yeah, it does. So as far as love to have some general advice, well, I'll pick up a card, and that can be just some general guidance. And guess what card you got? I'm soloing this because it's so on topic to what you said when I put the video on. The compass. So it really is finding your own direction in what decisions you're needing to make. It's looking on the inner part of what's right for you, and probably why some of that message came through from Spirit as it did when it did. Okay. So that's what I'm going to say on it. If you've got anything else there for...
I think you covered it all, Ros.
Okay. Thanks, Dylan, for the question, though, because it really was something that needed to be spoken of, because at times we can become too reliant on somebody else to make our choices for us.
Yeah. Actually, can I just add to that? After I said I didn't have anything, I got the reference to look at the opportunities coming up very shortly. Be ready for them. Okay.
Yeah, that you'll be pointed in the right direction for it is another reason why the compass was probably there then too. Now, any messages for Kim? Now, and a good time to remember, ask direct questions, specific questions, not just general, and you'll get a much better answer.
Yeah.
Okay. You got anything?
I want to look at the study with Kim. So the need to study. So either you're studying at the moment and the focus needs to shift to a different level, or you need to move into that study because it's about picking it up as the reference I get. Okay.
Yeah, cool. And Scott here is still struggling with his relationship breakup, and feels she isn't happy with the separation. She messaged yesterday, it's still angry. How can we fix this? It's communication and allowing things to be sorted, not just you against, I'm against, etc. That's what I'm feeling with the energy.
And Scott, I want to say just be careful not to take on her energy at the same time as well. So as much as there's a lot of anger, I get there's a lot of mixed emotions there as well. So for me, I get the reference to just step back, give her time, her space to do what she needs to do, but don't take it on yourself. As much as you will feel that anger is aimed at you in that sense, and there's all these mixed emotions, I honestly feel the best healthy thing to do is step back and give herself the time to do the healing and the grieving, because it's like a grief sort of energy, and let her work through that. And when she does, I do feel that we could have a friendship out of that. Okay. So I thought I'm part of it, but sorry. But yeah, I just get, you can't be pulled into this grief. Keep in mind also the universal energy at the moment is quite heightened as well, which just makes everything else so much heightened as we go through it as well. So if you're in that negative mind state, and this is generally for everybody, if you're finding yourself in that negative mind state, you're going to find that's more heightened. If you're in a positive way or on riding that sort of higher energy, that is going to feel heightened as well. So it's just going with it.
Lighter.
Yeah. So to me, Scott, you need to do what's right for you and nurture you before you can help anybody else. And she needs the time, the grief, to be able to work through the grief of that. Okay.
Yeah. So thank you for that. And
welcome.
You don't get into like you said.
Yeah.
Okay. You did say. So Sarah, hi ladies, any messages for myself? And then you went on to say you're feeling a bit unsettled.
Yep. And that can also come down to this energy shift that we are going through. And I honestly think it is a positive thing. This whole last couple of months, or last probably 4 or 5 months of this, that the world has experienced is a good thing, because I think everybody needs to go back to nurturing them and going back to basics. And that's where the flow and the energy is going to push you in the right direction. So don't put pressure on yourself. Just sit with it and build on that foundation.
Yeah. Okay. And part of that too is focusing back in on your home state. So whether that's going within yourself to actually have a little bit more of a rethink of where you are in life and all the rest, and find that calm in that, to allow what is past to be in the past, to bring that to the present as in the experience that you've had at the moment, and that will settle down into what you need to be doing. I didn't solo that, did I? I did.
I heard it click.
Oh, hang on.
Didn't see what you pushed on.
I've got to do this again. Hang on. I've got to. If I go back to us two, yes. Okay. Yes, done. And just the last reminder for those who might be on a different page, Alice is mentioning, Dan was asking on the wrong page. Now I'm way down the list for guidance. And it wasn't. So make sure you're on, and I'm going to press this one, little one again. Make sure you're on the mytimetv.live. That's where
it's going the opposite direction to you, Ros.
Oh, was it? Oh, hang on, that way.
That way, yeah, that's better.
Yeah, so sorry about that, Alice, but here's some general guidance. I'll pick out another card. If you've got anything you could mention that you've got for Alice while I just pick the card quickly.
Alice, I feel like I've got to do this, don't I? I feel like I've got a cheeky male energy that's a bit older than you, so whether it's a father figure or father-like figure. Like I said, I feel like he's quite cheeky, and I just got, Alice, get your shit together, with a laugh, with a giggle around that side of it. So hopefully that makes sense to you. And that was when Ros was reading it, you're on the wrong page. So.
Yeah. And what I've got, and I'm going to solo this, remind me I unsolo. I was just wondering, as I was pulling this out, and I realised my pile of cards is too messy, I had to pick the whole lot up. The power is, I'm wondering, foundations and stuff like that, and big buildings and building your empire and stuff. But was your father in government or some similar type of work? Because that's what I was getting as I pulled it, just as the indicator that maybe that's where he worked while he was this side of life.
Holly was on the wrong page as well.
Oh, where's that?
At the bottom of the comments.
At the bottom. Where? Oh, right, yes.
The last couple of comments.
It is easy to do, but we do try to remind several times through, because it's something we like as many people as may be interested to know that we are doing this style of show. And it can be different from one week to the next. And now I don't know where I'm up to, because
Alice was the last one. She was her last comment just says he was a teacher.
A teacher? Oh, that's a common thing. Oh, there you go. So, and I'm trying to find there. So that's where her last one was, the one that was the wrong page. Yep, got that. And gee, they're jumping around. Do you get that all the time? Because
yeah. They don't always stay in the same order.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's the thank you. Then there's a confusing, and I can't quite remember where Sarah's reading was. We did one.
Yeah. So, Sarah, just take a deep breath and ground yourself, okay? Don't fight that energy. It will pass, and it will pass quicker if you just let it go and be in the moment, okay? Grounding yourself is the biggest thing. Feet on the floor, wiggle your toes, deep breath.
Came on early and asked 4 minutes in. Oh, that's in reference to on the other page. Yep, sorry. Sarah's saying not alone.
That's why we couldn't see it.
We went to my page first, and here's Jen. Have we done one for Jen? I can't remember seeing that icon. That's lovely.
No.
My lovely ladies, I lost track of time, but I'm here. Can I please have some insight on my love life? Any guidance? on me. An M, please.
I get a heavy heart around that. Very much in your own head with that side of it. So I get the feeling you need to move the energy at the moment for that to flow. Okay.
And I'm just going to flip up the card that I did shuffle and draw for. Oh, sorry, I was about to swear. It's this button for the video on and off stuff that I keep forgetting. So, yeah, you need to unlock that key. Unlock it. Let it free. So that is the key card. So you've got the key to be able to do that is what I'm getting there. Yeah. So, okay, yeah, good. Oh, I did it right then. Except I've still got on.
You got the card. It was supposed to be solo off, Ros.
I did have two screens. Just here we've got the Alice is saying, "Oh, guys, can you remind us once in a while to make sure I do?" So that was 3 times. I've already done that now this time. So I try to remember and do that. It is hard sometimes because we get into the chat, don't we?
Yeah.
So Tiana, is it Tiana? Yeah, I dare say that's how it's pronounced. So any readings for my future?
I see a ring. Are you expecting a ring or wanting another ring? I feel like I'm putting a ring on the finger.
There
for some reason around you, honey.
Good and easy one, and I'm just going to pick a card out.
That's all they give me is the ring. Evidential.
And do it this way instead. So there you've got the park. So, wow, that's interesting. It could be in a park that ring finds itself your way. Oh, wow. And there's another one. It's the stars that just dropped out. So, wish upon a star. It's not to be careful what you wish for. This one, it really is. Your wishes have come true. So.
Oh, she's getting married next year. Congratulations. I get focus on that, honey.
Where's
Last
that?
comment through, Ros. Last comment through under Sharon. Hey, Sharon. I love it. It's all because I just kept getting the ring being put on the finger, and that's all they were giving me. Love it.
Well, and I'm going to go up the next one because it's there. Love a card, please, because Sharon comes on to my daily ones fairly regularly. Because of the individual ones, I think, you've got it this time.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong way up. The older woman. And
I was trying to work out what it was.
Yeah, it's the older woman. So, hang on. So, what are you getting out of those 2 cards for?
All right. So, to me, I want to say the woman is more about you, honey, going back within, find that wisdom, moving forward. And I get the reference to with the heel or the rock. There's a bit going on around that. I'm drawn to the numbers, so I get there's importance around numbers for you at the moment. But I also feel that you are climbing or have been climbing that for a while, and the struggle has been there. You're nearly at the top, honey, so focus on you.
I didn't put the wrong one down, so sorry about that. Yeah.
So I'd go back to nurturing you.
Yeah. And also think, look forward to what is going to be the summit of whichever mountain you feel that you're climbing at the moment. You will get to the top and put out, the vision of what is going to be the beautiful view that you see at that point in time as well. So,
Sharon, would I be right in saying Dad's passed for you, honey? Because I just had a male image of a spirit literally showing himself physically in my passage away, Dad. So I just get he's around you in that way. Okay.
Sharon saying, thank you. So that's good. It takes time for the comments to come through, so I might wait for that. I've got no idea now where the heck we are.
I can see my mum's here. Morning, Mum.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see it there yet. Oh, there.
Up a little bit from the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, we are both well. Oh, good. Now I'm just trying to find... Oh, because there's another one from Tiana. I don't know where I was. So anyone that was right in the middle, bad luck.
Yes, Tiana.
Where are you led to?
The one Sarah Stewart got my attention. I haven't read it though, and it's just jumped off my screen.
So that's up the top.
Yeah, about halfway, around 11:06, I reckon. I was very close to my nana on mum's
That's
side.
the one where the Sarah we've just answered, because that was the two that I put up where she was feeling unsettled.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jamie,
So,
there's a few thank yous there. Some people, you're welcome. You're all very welcome.
me, and guys, can you remind us? Oh, yeah, that's where I got to with the reminder to actually do that, go with the flow. And Sarah is, having a go with the flow at the mo. I like those words, having a go with the flow at the mo. Love
we've got one there above Sarah before, 11:06 from Tiana. We did her. Yeah. Everything will work out okay, honey.
So this one, it's whoops. Sorry.
Oh, she's getting married. Yeah. That's right. That's what I was picking up on the rings with. But there's a message.
And we haven't been reading forward into anything at all, of course.
Yeah, so I do feel things will be okay.
Yeah, so that's good. So you're very close to Nana on mum's side, so it's nice to know she's with me. Yeah. TV coming on now and again during the night, very loud. I was wondering, was it Nan? What other ways have you personally seen that's weirder than what you'd expect, that the spirit letting us know that they're around?
Oh God, where do I start? One of my clients, when things get a bit haywire in her life, she quite often, she likes to watch DVDs and stuff with her mum and that. She will find that the DVD she'll go to put a DVD in or take it out, and the thing will shut on her and grab her fingers every time. And it's kind of like her auntie is giving her a kick up the bum sort of thing in that side of it. We find the feathers and different stuff like that, the music and all that. That stuff is all quite common. I have actually seen marks in windows, like in a mirror, a foggy mirror, that they've left stuff like that. Nothing really weird comes to mind, but to me, a lot of that stuff that I see would be weird to most people.
Yes. Yeah.
So, I love the physical side of it. When you're doing mediumship, I love ghost hunting, ghost tours and stuff like that, because you experience a lot of the physical stuff. Like I said the other day, doing a reading with this one client for half an hour, we had 3 or 4 things happen with voices and sounds and different things happening in that reading, and it's great doing it as Zoom online, where I'm going to focus a lot more of my readings rather than face-to-face, but I can record it so I can actually go back, or they can go back and look at it as well, so we're catching that evidence at the same time.
Yeah. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. I'm trying to excuse me, my mind went a-wandering just then, but I have got the 2 cards for Kelly. I wanted to put it there before it scrolled off, you know how it does that in the background. So what I've got, turn on the video.
You're doing well with the buttons today, Ros.
Question, just forgetting about that video one. It's probably why I resort to end up doing the hands up with the cards. Starting your own business again, should you wait? Go ahead now or wait. What I'm seeing there with the older woman card and the snake card is just wait. It feels to me like you need to be a little bit older to handle whatever it is that's coming up with the business, because there is going to be some issues, probably with someone else trying to, and it just feels like convince you to do something you don't really want to do within it. You need to actually stand your ground, having it how you want.
Yeah, do the groundwork, honey. Don't be in too much of a rush, but do the groundwork. Hit the ground running with everything put in place, the systems and all that. Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to find where am I up? It does happen like that.
Yeah.
Kathy, I think we've done one for Kathy, didn't we?
No, we haven't. Not today. Hey, Kathy.
Okay.
Yep. Just while Ros is getting a card, can I just remind people, if you've already asked a question, try to keep it to one question, because I'm seeing names there asking multiple questions, okay? Because we try to get to as many as we possibly can.
And that one's for you, Kathy. And I'm putting it straight over my face because it's right in the middle. And then I don't have to remember about which one I'm dropping, videoing. It's a letter. So what you'll be expecting or needing to do is either write a letter to someone, or you'll end up receiving a letter. It could a message, and I do see the letter as a letter card. It's the physical. It's putting thoughts down and passing on by physical means, rather than just the email or a phone call or whatever. So I know it's old fashioned and not many people do it, but it's to do. Okay. So
Scott's saying that he used to have Spirit playing with electronics. Spirit will do that a lot because they pull on the energy. They use the energy to communicate. So I love it.
Yeah, because electromagnetic fields. It's one of the purest forms of energy that is around, other than what is the energy of. What's a way of explaining it? Is it all EMF, or is it electrical, or is it, there's different understandings around it, but it's all.
That's it. Yeah.
I was going to, Alice has, she's mentioned, yes, he was a teacher there, and then it was further on what was the meaning of the card. Now, because obviously
the card was the castle, the tall buildings.
Oh, the government ones.
Structure.
The tower is around setting good foundations if you're going to be building business and stuff like that. But all I got from that card really is your father is someone that you're close to in government, and that's all I got. It was more the government connection with it, something that is a that area, a public servant type person. Yeah. When you said he was a teacher, well, that certainly is that part. Yeah. It's the teacher. Yeah.
Can I just also touch on that too, because people look at cards as a certain meaning. Ros and I both, when we use the cards, we are using our intuition with the cards, not what actually the book intends those cards to be. Yeah. Sort of thing. It's just a different way of looking at it.
There's intuitive interpretations.
Yeah. So you get card readers, and card readers will sit there and memorize the books and what that card is being set by the author. And then you have your intuitive readers that will use that card, but that card will tell them the story through their intuition.
Yeah. And the course that I'm doing is around reading your cards intuitively, not as follow a guidebook and follow a rigid set of rules, because that's not me.
Not me either.
Thank you so much. There was something else I was looking at. Oh, the next one on it was, no, Dad's still with us, but it could have been a grandfather or
grandfather. Yeah, I get the older male father-like figure.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm not sure what Bianca was referring to. I was after Tiana, but maybe, my order of doing it now is really all over the place. So don't worry about it.
Yes. I get yes with that. I see a number 2 around that too.
Yeah. Oh, where did I come? Did that come up?
Yeah, it's a baby coming early too.
But I didn't click it. There you go.
We were meant to answer that one. Hello.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sure I didn't.
I think she needs more sleep.
I do think you're quite.
Getting up at 6:10 was early enough for me.
Yeah, I'm 3:00 in the morning. The lag, and I'm looking at my computer, and it does say 11:33. 2 sets of power numbers. So it also means probably that's the day for me.
The day is done for it. I'll reinterpret that one.
I love that you interpret the cards that way. Well, we love it too. It really is. Well, life itself can actually be a fairly intuitive ride. There's certainly no instruction book that brings us into the world. No parent actually gets the instruction book, even though many will try to read the how-tos. And I do have a member in the family that's done that, and that's fine. Different to how my style was, and it's all relevant and valid for whatever you're experiencing in your life. And I really need to say that whatever you are doing that you feel is right for you, then it is right. The thing we need to remember most of all is that we are love, and that is the energy that I was trying to describe before. It's not just electrical magnetic fields or whatever we want to label it as humans. We are love. That's the basis of everything. It is why we're here. It's to experience our life as the soul in these physical bodies, to continue our pathway in learning more and more and more about what is that essence of love. And each time we do that, we grow and we advance.
Yeah.
So that's my understanding of it all. And that was another thing that Spirit wanted me to tell you. So there you go.
Love it.
Look, yes. And thank you, Sharon. It's so funny, don't look, it's probably because I'm overtired.
We always
having fun. But we do have fun. Is there anything you would like to close with as well, Leanne? Because, I mean, I've mentioned my card course. I haven't given details because look it up on my page. It's there.
Yeah. I guess to me at the moment, what Spirit's really driving to be like nurture us, be the best version of us that we can be. Don't be the interpretation of what somebody else wants you to be. And through a journey, we find that we have a lot of blocks and fears and stuff. All that is the past. It's now time to move that stuff and dig deep into that soul level. And like I said, be that best version that we can. So, you know, now is a perfect time to make changes. Now is a perfect time to bring the focus back onto you. Doesn't mean you're going to dishonor anybody else around you or leave them behind. You are just going to stand in your own power. So I want to say, remember to honor yourself and those around you. Okay? Sending lots of love to everyone.
Yes, and absolutely. Lots of love to everyone. And I did notice the last one in the comment stream that I have from Scott. Amen. Love is the greatest gift. And it's the greatest gift we can give out. It's the greatest gift we can receive. So on that note, and the dog's barking in the back again because there's someone over there again.
They're going to go quiet in 5 minutes after the show finishes. You watch.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much, Leanne, for joining me with our show that we have so much fun with every Tuesday.
Yeah.
We'll see everyone, next Tuesday at the 10:30 Adelaide time. For myself, I do the daily ones at 8 o'clock on my, the Ros Bounty one page, yeah. And wherever else I'm playing around with it, I tell you. It's popular at the moment. We'll see you then.
Thanks, Ros.
Be the best person that you can be, and I'm going to finish with the namaste.
Yeah.